Okay, tonight I will say a small story, but I want to hear voices. Do you want to hear a story? Okay, so I will start. My name is Sarah Medini. I'm a professional swimmer, a human rights activist with She is Syria documentary, and a lifeguard with ERCI NGO saving migrant boats in Greece. When the war started in my country, my sister and I had to leave. We got on a boat to Greece. Our boat's engine stopped. People get panicked. My sister and I could swim to the shore, but we had 20 people with us who couldn't. So we get in the water and we swim for 3 hours while we push the boat. We pushed the boat because we could not let those people die. My sister Yusra Medini and I made it to a safe home in Berlin. Many people do not. People like us, people like you, global citizens. My name is Sarah Medini. I'm a survivor, I'm a refugee. Are you with me?
Wow, very humbling. Well done, Sarah. What can I say as a fellow refugee myself? My name is Aquq. I am an activist and a fashion model. I was born in Sudan. When I was 7, war broke out in my country. One night there was a knock on the door. Guns started to fire. We ran, leaving our home, our community, and our country. My father died as a result. I was more fortunate. I got to go to Britain and start a new life. My name is Aquq, and I am a refugee. Thank you.
My name is Brendan Cox, and I was lucky enough to be married and share 2 children with Jo Cox. A member of the British Parliament who campaigned tirelessly for refugees and for her belief that we hold more in common than that which divides us. In June, Jo was assassinated, killed for standing up for others. But her love and our values live on. My name is Brendan Cox, and in honour of my wife, I and my family will always stand with refugees.
What can one say after that? After these remarkable people, powerful testimonies. Take a moment to let their stories sink in. Around the world, more than 65 million people have been displaced from their homes. 21 million of those 65 million are refugees, meaning that they've crossed international borders. People fleeing wars and atrocities, others persecuted for what they believe or just for who they love. We're hearing lots of scary stories about refugees, that they threaten our security, that they threaten our values. We hear calls to keep refugees out rather than to welcome them in. But imagine if you or I were in their shoes. How would you want the world to respond? If we can just start to see ourselves in refugees, if we recognize that the little Syrian boy whose body washed up on that beach could be our brother or our son, that the Sudanese girl driven from her village by gunfire could be our sister, we will be guided by compassion and not by fear. Now, there is a lot that governments like mine can do to help refugees, which is why President Obama gathered world leaders earlier this week to get them to commit to do more. We have to do more. But the needs are so great that citizens too must speak up, must take action to help the world's refugees. That means you. That means all of us. Recently, the human stakes of this crisis were put into perspective by a remarkable 6-year-old boy named Alex. Alex wrote to President Obama to offer his help. Alex is 6. The president answered, and he read Alex's letter to the world. 14 million views later, Alex is helping compassion go viral.
Picked up by the ambulance in Syria. Can you please go get him and bring him to our home? Park in the driveway or on the streets, and we'll be waiting for you guys with flags, flowers, and balloons. We will give him a family, and he will be our brother. Catherine, my little sister, will be collecting butterflies and fireflies for him. In my school, I have a friend from Syria, Omar, and I will introduce him to Omar, and we can all play together. We can invite him to birthday parties, and he will teach us another language. Since he won't bring toys and doesn't have toys, Catherine will share her big blue strawberry white bunny, and I will share my bike, and I will teach him how to ride it. Alex, 6 years old.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome one of the most inspiring young global citizens in the world, Alex.